Hey guys, you made it to day 8. This is the beginning of the second week of our Through the Bible chronologically year Bible study. And the reading for today was Job 17 through 20. And I just had one verse really, or a couple of verses really stand out to me as I was reading and reflecting on this section of scripture. Chapter 19, starting in verse 25, he says, "I know that my Redeemer lives, and that in the end he will stand on the earth. And after my skin has been destroyed, yet in my flesh I will see God. I myself will see him with my own eyes. I and not another. How my heart yearns within me. How my heart yearns within me." Job is professing that he believes, in spite of what his friends are telling him, in spite of the reality he faces of these difficult circumstances and tragedies, that his heart yearns to see God with his own eyes one day. He says, "I know that my Redeemer lives, and that in the end he will stand on the earth. And after my skin has been destroyed in my flesh, I will see God. I myself will see him with my own eyes. I and not another. How my heart yearns within me." Job is believing for something greater than what he can understand or imagine. He's believing that his God is going to redeem him. And maybe not while he's here on earth, maybe after he's passed away. And I don't know how that's supposed to work out here. Standing on this side of the cross, knowing what Jesus did, that his Redeemer did come in the flesh, that his Redeemer did forgive sin once and for all, that he did rescue us from the reality that this earth is our final destination, and he created a way for us to have an eternity with God again, that Redeemer has made it possible that he would see God with his own eyes in his flesh, a redeemed body one day, is amazing. It's incredible. And it makes me so thankful that God cares more about our hearts than he does about our actions and what we do. We serve a relational God, not a transactional God. Our God is more concerned with our heart and our heart's posture toward him. And Job's heart is yearning for God, yearning for his Redeemer to come and redeem not only his life, but his very character that has been destroyed and defamed by his friends. And if you read through it, not only by his friends, but it sounds like the community at large has decided that Job must have been in sin or unrighteous. And he knows that the Lord will come and redeem him. And he's professing it here. His heart yearns within him to see God. And it just makes me so thankful that our God cares more about our heart than what we do. And the reality is that there is no amount of good works that earns us salvation or that make us worthy of our Redeemer dying on the cross for us. In the same way that there is not anything we could do that would disqualify us from God's love, there's also nothing we can do that would cause us to earn God's love. There's nothing Job did that disqualified him from God's love. And in the same way, the fact that the Lord was pleased with him and blessed him, there wasn't anything, as you see through his life, that he did that made him deserving of that blessing. That blessing was based on the sovereignty and the will of God. God cares more about our hearts, and he is going to bless who he will bless in this life. And we don't know why. We don't know why. There's nothing we can do to earn that. There's nothing we can do that's going to make God pour out his blessing on us other than just draw near to him. That's all he desires. And what he does with our lives here on earth is up to him. It's in his hands. And in a way that's really comforting because it's not dependent on us in as much as what we're capable or able of doing or thinking or imagining. It is all up to God. All he asks of us is that we would love him and follow him. And that's what we see Job doing over and over again here, is continuing to love him and continuing to follow him. Have a great day, guys.